Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And here he's got Grant. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go again with Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On 1st down, Fields. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Gibson. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Gibson again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And the Rams are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Edwards. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Edwards. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Second down at 5.
Back to throw again. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
A long long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Edwards. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From the 27,
Fields. Into the hands of London.
and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields. Got his man. It's London.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Play action. It's Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Inside give to Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Now Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Edwards now to throw on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Edwards on 1st and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Edwards.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Here's Edwards on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 4-point game.
offense ready for this next possession.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Fields throw taken in by London.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, it's Fields.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Bradley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Off play action. Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Bradley. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Edwards. He finds his man. Complete. That's Grant. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Edwards. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. John Mechie, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers pick up that first victory after losses in their first 2 ball games. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Rams to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
2nd half starts with a run by Davis.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Back to throw. Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Edwards. And he will find his man on the outside. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now Edwards throwing on 1st down.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, Edwards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
To throw is Edwards. On 1st down, his throw incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Edwards. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Edwards. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown, And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On play action, Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
They'll roll him out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Davis, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun. Fields.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle to Davis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Fields. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Fields on first down.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, this has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Edwards now throwing to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Edwards. He finds his man. Complete. That's Grant. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Edwards operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bucs put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He's got his man, London, right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A first down carry for Davis. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Bradley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Davis running left. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Edwards. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Edwards throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:47 on the clock. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. All eyes on Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out right at the 25.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw. Fields.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. 3 formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.